In this example, we have to solve the same development length using the specifications as provided in letters A, B, and C. And in letter A, we are to determine the development length by referring to the table 425.4.2.2, in which that tabulation, as used in the earlier example, compares the clear spacing as well as the clear cover, okay, to dB. The cross section with the details of reinforcement, as we see in this example, is somewhat similar to the previous one. In here, the clear cover is equal to 75 minus half of 28 minus 10. This is equal to 51. Okay, and the clear spacing is of the longitudinal bars is equal to 450 minus 75 minus 75 minus 328 divided by 3. This is 72. And clearly, both these values is greater than 28 mm. And that suppose that the stirrup spacing satisfies that of the provision of the code. Okay, as computed, this criteria, the clear spacing as well as the clear cover and the stirrup spacing requirement is satisfied. Hence, we are to use the same equation. Okay. Also, since the longitudinal bar diameter is larger than 25 mm. Okay. Item A is equal to Fy multiplied by dB. Now we have to determine this factor, the casting position factor, okay, and the coating factor. As given in the problem, the reinforcement were uncoated, and so this factor is equal to 1.0. Okay, and the concrete used is lightweight. Since in the casting position factor conditions, more than 300 mm of fresh concrete was placed below the horizontal reinforcement, as can be seen in this figure, that the horizontal, from the horizontal rather, there is a concrete placed, okay, which is more than 300 mm. Then we'll use a factor of 1.3, and that for lambda we'll use a factor of 0.75. Then the development length is equal to 345 as the yield strength multiplied by 1.3 by 1. Okay. Also, the product of this is 1.3, which is not greater than 1.7. So this is okay. Divided by 1.7 multiplied by 0.75, square root of 20.7. Okay, multiplied by 28 mm. We'll get a value of 2164.83 or 84 mm. However, as one of the given in the problem is that the required reinforcing steel is 200 mm squared, right? And there could be a possibility of reducing the development length if the provided reinforcement is greater or more than what is required. Okay, this can actually be seen in the provision that a reduction of development length can be made by multiplying this quantity to the computed development length, AS required divided by AS provided. So AS required is 2000 mm squared, and that of provided is pi over 4, 28. There are 4 of this. This is equal to 2463.01 mm squared, right? So let us say development length adjusted is equal to 2164.84 multiplied by 2000 divided by 2463.01. This will now give us 1757.88 mm. Okay, of course there is a prohibition as to the reduction of development length as stipulated in this section. Okay, it said that the prohibition is stipulated in section 425.4.10.2, which is actually this, that such a reduction in development length is not permitted if any of the following of this item is satisfied. Also, that the modified or the adjusted development length due to this shall not be less than the minimum as prescribed in these sections. Okay, 425.4.2.1b. This actually 425.4.2.1b. the modified or adjusted development length should not be less than this, or minimum is specified in 425.4.3.1b and in C. The adjusted or modified development length should not be less than this, B and C. And 425491b, this one here. Okay, and clearly this value is not less than 300 mm. Clearly this value is not less than 300 mm, so this is okay. In letter B, we are to use the detailed formula for development length, that is with a computed value for KTR. The formula is this. So then we have to determine the value for the given variables as determined earlier. This factor is equal to 1.3. The epoxy factor or the coating factor is 1. The size factor is also 1, since we have 28 mm diameter bars, and lambda is 0.75 for using a lightweight concrete. Now we determine the value of CB. We are guided as to determine the value of CB based on this criteria as to the concrete cover and spacing. So concrete cover is the distance from the center of bar to the nearest concrete surface, and in this case we have that value as equal to 75, referring from here or here, okay, the same 75. And the other criterion is about the spacing, the center to center spacing, actually the half of that. Okay, and in this case we'll have 450 minus 75 and 75 divided by 3. Okay, 450 minus 75, 75 divided by 3. By the way, this is divided by 2. Okay, mm. We'll utilize this value, being the lesser, in the computation of this. Okay, but first we have to determine KTR. This is equal to 40 ATR SN. S being the spacing of the stirrups, which in this case equal to 200 mm, and that we have 4 longitudinal bars to be developed, and ATR is the area of the stirrups that will be under or to resist the potential splitting. Okay. Since CB with a value of 50 mm is lesser than 75, in which this 50 mm is the distance, horizontal distance between the longitudinal bars center to center. You need to say the splitting happens in that horizontal direction, right? And so, as a consequence, 2 legs of the stirrups will be under the splitting plane. Okay, so we'll be considering those 2 cross sections. So pi divided by 4, 10 squared multiplied by 2, so 157.08, say F, memory F. Now let us see if this quantity does not exceed 2.5. We have to solve first for KTR. This is 7.85. Say store in memory E. So CV plus KTR divided by TB. This is equal to 2.066, which is less than 2.5. Okay, so it's okay to use 2.066. Now, substituting the computed values to determine the development length, we'll have this quantity will have this value 1619.22. Of course, we can modify or reduce this development length by multiplying this quotient, AS required and AS provided. AS required given as 2000 mm squared. It is as equal to 2463.01. 2463.01. Okay. So this is equal to 1314.83 mm. Okay. Again, this is way greater than 300 mm. Hence, we can have this as the development length. Now for C, item C, we are to compute the same, treating KTR equal to 0